The DMV says that the driver's license was never issued. The vehicle registration, they say, is fake. Social Security card comes up as a no issue. There's no credit records. There's not even a postal forwarding on the guy.
We hang out together. He's a friend of mine. He is a real person. So what other alternative could there be?
Well, if that's the case, the only other alternative that there could possibly be would be some type of cover-up. And the only people I would know that would have that kind of wherewithal would be the federal government.
Well, then they're doing something. Then what do we do about it? Where do we go from here?
Well, it's not a we situation. If that's the case, I quit because I don't need that kind of trouble.
So what, I'm on my own here?
Yeah, I would say so.
There is much more to the shapeshifter that has yet to be revealed. The real Dick Cheney must be exposed.
According to Mr. X, it's at this point that Brandon Corey gets creative by starting this missing persons website, findjudenow.com. Using the same internet marketing strategies that had helped make Brandon a millionaire, his findjudenow.com generated so much publicity that just 2 months after starting it, the website was recording millions of visitors. This is Brandon's brother-in-law, Mark Hill. We spoke to him about the website Brandon started for Jude.
Brandon was a businessman. He was a smart guy. He would pay these college students, $12 an hour to trade links. Dozens of them. I mean, he had an army of college students trading links on this thing, and it just exploded. It was out of control. And that's when he started getting all the mainstream press.
I'm Brian Whitman. This is Fight for Freedom, your late-night forum to discuss the issues that mold your mind and corrupt your soul.
Because of the success of Find Jude Now, Brandon next accepted an invitation to appear on this right-wing radio talk show.
Maybe you don't know that the internet has seen a proliferation of anti-government, even anti-civilization sentiment that threatens the very fabric of our republic. Conspiracy theorists have always annoyed me, but today it seems that every wacko from Baltimore to Baghdad has a voice in cyberspace that they're exploiting to try and destroy America. My guest tonight is one such voice. Mr. Brandon Corey joins us. Welcome to the Lion's Den.
Thank you. Appreciate being on the show.
All right, you've got a website, www.findjudenow.com. The website is somewhat of a phenomenon. You're getting 10 million hits per month, you tell me. For the audience's benefit, so they might put this into some context, why don't you tell us about your little website?
Well, Brian, the website was created for Jude Kemper. Jude is a very good friend of mine that I've known for years, a wonderful person, a political activist. In March of 2004, Jude went to a fundraiser here in Los Angeles with a surveillance camera to try to interview Vice President Dick Cheney. And that's where it pretty much all began. He gets apprehended by the Secret Service. You can literally see all the footage online, and the camera goes dead, and that's the last we've seen of him.
The world is in the gutter, folks, and one of the main reasons for the rapid descent is the likes of Brandon Corey. I have seen your website. I have seen the $10 production that you've got up there. I have seen the fiction that you're offering.
What is that supposed to mean, the fiction? This is a guy who has been abducted. He was a little bit of a radical in some regards, but this guy was a good person.
A little bit of a radical in a post 9/11 world, dressing up as a Secret Service agent to sneak past Secret Service.
No, it is ridiculous. You're right.
Well,
but that's not a reason for him to be abducted. This guy is missing.
My
now.
opinion is it's fiction.
What do you mean it's fiction?
Well, look,
what do you mean? What?
Do you know what fiction is?
Yes, but you're saying what? So
Phony,
it didn't happen.
Fraudulent.
So where's Jude at then? So
I don't know where's Waldo?
This isn't a joke, Brian. This is somebody's life here.
Yeah.
This is somebody's life that you're making a mockery of.
No, I'm not making a mockery.
It's fine to say it was wrong. It's fine for you to I totally agree with you with posing as a Secret Service. Should he have been handcuffed, arrested, and maybe even sent to jail? Absolutely. That didn't happen. He's gone. He's been abducted. I'm merely trying to find out what happened. The cops could care less. The government could care less. What if this happened to you? What if a member of your family or a good friend of yours was suddenly missing?
All right, so go to the website, findjudenow.com. If you don't know where Jude is, you just might want to check out the website, go to the online gift shop, have your credit card handy, maybe buy a coffee mug or a t-shirt. We'll take a short break. We'll get right back to your phone calls in a moment after the break. All right, we're going to take some phone calls here. You'll need headphones for that.
You got a great job, Brian.
It's good work if you can get it.
You don't really believe that I made this up, do you? I mean, I know you're trying to get callers to call in and stuff like that, but be honest with me. You think this is a hoax?
I say what I believe on the air.
You do?
Yeah.
So you think this is a hoax?
Why don't you just talk to me about this when we get back from the break?
And that's the reason you had me on?
Save it for the air.
Brandon and I were no longer living together, of course, but we did see each other because of the kids, and we were close. And he would mention getting hundreds of emails per day because of the website. Every nut in the world claiming to know where Jude was. All the calls were pretty much bogus. But the person they met in DC, we now know was the real deal.
So this Marine, didn't he know that he was being filmed?
Well, I didn't think he knew. See, I was back a good 200 yards on the steps of the Lincoln Monument. Brandon was wired for audio. And we got him, picture and audio. But barely.
After returning from special assignment in Iraq, where I worked to provide security for visiting U.S. officials, I was sent to a place called Bohemian Grove, here in America. Have you heard of this place, Mr. Corey? No, what is it? Bohemian Grove is a private compound. It stretches across 3,000 acres of redwood forest in Northern California. It's where the leaders of the world go to worship. What do they worship? At Bohemian Grove, I was assigned to work with the U.S. Secret Service to help provide protection for a secret meeting that was to be attended by major political leaders. I was assigned to protect an area off the kitchen of the main house. While I was securing this area, I heard a strange sound coming from the floors below. It was an ominous chanting sort of sound. I worked my way toward the chanting, and after what must have been at least 15 minutes, I found the room that chanting was coming from. And that's where I saw it. What did you see? I saw a shapeshift, Mr. Corey. What's a shapeshift? Your friend Jude broke into the Century Plaza Hotel dressed as a Secret Service agent. Once inside, he was trying to make his way toward a hotel suite being guarded by 2 agents. Inside that room was Dick Cheney. Ask yourself why Jude wanted to get into that room. Jude was trying to get into that room to get him to talk about the war in Iraq, to get him on camera admitting that he lies to the American people. No. Your friend Jude might have been crazy, but he wasn't stupid. You don't breach national security and risk getting killed just to have a conversation with the vice president. Keep digging, Mr. Corey. Keep digging and you'll find the answer. Wait a minute, sir. You said something about seeing a shapeshift. What is that? Watch Jude's film, Mr. Corey, and you'll find some answers in it. I've watched it 100 times. Keep digging. Keep digging, Mr. Corey. Good luck.
After we got back from DC, we watched Jude's documentary again, and sure enough, there it was, that word.
There is much more to this shapeshifter that has yet to be revealed. The real Dick Cheney must be exposed.
See, we had heard it before, but now it meant something to us. It was that word that the Marine in DC had mentioned.
I saw a shapeshift, Mr. Corey. A shapeshift, Mr. Corey. A shapeshift, Mr. Corey.
Next, we went to Jude's house in the San Fernando Valley to see if we could find any more information on this shape-shifting. But when we got there, it was condemned.
Shit, it's locked. You got a flashlight?
So how did you get in?
We broke it. Give me the camera back.
The power's out. Hold on.
Jesus Christ, this guy looked like a I didn't know your boy went to Yale.
I didn't either.